Hello everyone, GameDog here, and welcome to Damble Updates. Today we have Stick Ranger version 18.3. Now this time we have yet another set of weapons. In fact, I actually have reason to believe that these are going to be the last set of weapons as well, because well, if you actually look at the pattern of which they add weapons, like the types of weapons these are usually the last ones they add. So it appears that there are going to be 8 levels of weapons, and then that's it. Unless they, I don't know. I doubt they're going to add any more. But regardless, though, let's actually head through and see what they all are. First, we have the Sonic Cetus, which is pretty much an upgrade to the Sonic Claw. It hits an area around you and hits quite rapidly as well. It's basically the Mach Cetus, but less concentrated, which honestly I actually kind of prefer. Next is the Frozen Greatsword. I think just stands for Greatsword, which is an upgrade to the Frozen Blade. And what this one does is it shoots out these like very big icicles that freeze enemies in front of you. It appears to do more damage than it does actually freeze enemies, though, unless you give it like a diamond or something. I'll probably be upgrading this to the current one I currently have. Anyway, regardless, next we have the Hellfire Shot, which I think is an upgrade to the Flame Shot. I don't really use the sniper that much. This one is kind of cool. It shoots arrows, and then when the arrows hit stuff, they turn into these little fire, fire spears. And these do quite a bit of damage as well. They linger, which is nice. 28 to 39 damage, or 32 damage is pretty great. So there we go. Next we have the Thunderbolt. Now, you guys know that one boss in, or that one enemy in that one force level that like has a giant beam of light come down that like one-shots your whole party? Now you can do that. It pretty much has the exact same effect as that item, or as that attack. You shoot a little orb, and when it hits the ground, it basically creates a giant pillar of light that destroys everything that's inside of it. It can do upwards of 9999 damage, which has got to give it some pretty crazy combinations with like the priest. Next is the Power Rod. This one isn't too special. It's an upgrade to the Strike Rod. I think the Strike Rod. I don't know, one of those rods. It has not very good range, but it does a lot of damage. That's a special thing for that one. After that, we have the Homing Laser Wave, and this one is fun. It's an upgrade to the Pierce Homing. However, I don't know why, but I love watching these things fly around. Like, it's a really cool pattern, pretty good thunder damage. Overall, I actually quite like this one quite a bit too. I quite like these like yellow guns that the gunner gets. Next is the Explosion Morningstar, which is an upgrade to the Explosion Flail. Once again, it's a flat upgrade. It does more damage. The explosions are more concentrated, which is great because the Whipper is often very close to the enemy it's attacking. And then finally, we have the Charge God, which is an upgrade to the Charge Chakram. And kind of like with all the charge weapons, this one is one of my favorite ones for the Angel as well. It takes a while to charge up, like I think it has like 800 MP, but it releases a very big attack when it finally does. So there are the new weapons. Oh, and I forgot to mention this too, all of these weapons are dropped in Hellgate. And none are dropped by the boss, so they shouldn't be too difficult to get, actually. So yeah, there we go. That's the new update. You know, personally, I find it kind of interesting that they're trying to add a bunch of like last-minute preparations before they add the final boss, because I do have a feeling that the final boss is coming. Really, the only things I can see them adding at this point are maybe like a mountaintop equivalent for the second half of the game and like maybe some charms, but other than that, I think the final boss is going to be upon us pretty soon. So I think I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.